It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, let's go. Protein spill. 56 to Mike.
Throwing on first down. McKee. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready? Black, what is that? Check. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike, 55. Let's go.
Play fake. Winston. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touch. DJ Moore there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
DJ Moore. Touchdown, Panthers.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's second down.
10-2 soft. Yep.
56. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check.
5. Get it.
To throw again. McKee. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, McKee. Open man is Samuel, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
18 Gators.
Watch the blood. 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 Deuce. Hey.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Bang.
Now.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run it with Johnson. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Alert 3. 56 to mark.
He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Deontay Johnson, 50 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. This is Spiller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Spiller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch the screen, triple team. 55. That's it. 55.
Here's Winston. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be second and goal. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They give to Johnson going right. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. The point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Kill, turn up. Watch the center.
Christone, travel. Hey, zoom. Ready?
Throwing again. McKee. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Curtis Samuel, 65 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Switch it. Come here, switch it.
They go play action. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses have their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Don't get nervous. He's checking. Crash. Switch.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
Operating from the gun. McKee gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got him in, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's go. Here we go. Check safety.
Come on. Run back.
Now Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along. Because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Now Winston on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Bravo!
Mott's 56. Silver.
X3, 218, chopper. Leo, snap.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And go.
56 to Mott, boy. 56. Check 56.
We ain't giving up nothing to do.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Push him back.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, McKee. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. With Charles in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 24 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
We got to step it up. Back.
Winston. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's out right at the 25. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for DJ Moore. Results in a 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to the air on second down. Phelps. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there. And that takes us from second to third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to throw. Phelps. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Let's go.
From the gun, Phelps. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the... And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, stand on. Kill. Buzz.
Operating from the gun. Phelps. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah. A lot of guys to learn for these games.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Ready up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Mike, check, 59.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. on 2nd and 10. McKee. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 20-yard touchdown. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Seahawks 45.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Brought down by Nate Gary.
Yeah. Hey, Sue.
Check, 59. Who that? Mike, check, 59. I got wide.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. The bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Go.
To throw again. Phelps. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Phelps. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Back to throw. Phelps. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hustle.
Throwing again. Phelps. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
22-jet bomber.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Kerryon Johnson, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
50, plant. 59, Bristone, travel. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McKee caught here by Conley. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Check, 59. I'm coming.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
To throw again. McKee going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Down. 90, Wolf, gone.
Defense wins championship.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yo, go.
Motion.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Deontay Johnson ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd down and inches. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Phelps He's going to look deep for more. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Felt. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, team 6.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 22. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Hey, lock it.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to throw. McKee. And able to find Conley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
Singing too.
Oh, she's
she's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's going to let it fly. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Leo! You draw quarters.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Rock it.
It's a gain of 6. And the Seahawks first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's got the hook up with Conley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Ready? 90, Wolf.